Hello and welcome once again to Soundcheck with Pathos Logos. I'm William Shatner.
I am
Chilliam Watner.
Chilliam Watner, and thank you for tuning in to another riveting episode of Soundcheck.
That's right.
Yes, this is episode 29.
This is episode 29.
Which is, it's almost like weird to say out loud.
I know.
You know, I know that there are other shows out there that we're on episode 1,600,013, whatever.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. But all that to say, if you're putting out a show every week, you realize you're at 29 weeks into this.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, it feels fucking good, dude.
It does, dude.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels like we're getting better at this.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
You know, it's and I think it's also worthy of mention, Kyle, and this comes up on previous shows, you almost know what I'm going to say to you. The conversion that you have to make in the modern world, we came up at a time where people thought about what being a band was going to be like was very different.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're two guys sitting on couches sipping coffee and having excellent musicians
yakking at cameras.
Just gabbing at you.
With tons of people in the studio audience. Shout out to the studio audience.
Thanks to the studio audience. Yes.
That's right.
We had to rent out actually an auditorium at a college because there's 4,000 people in the audience today.
Yep.
And that is in no way hyperbolic or exaggeration.
We may have had to pay all of them to be here.
Yeah, maybe we did.
That's besides the point.
But we did pay them. Actually, of all things, the only currency they were willing to accept was spam. I feel like that's got to be like getting struck by lightning 38 times in the same day. 4,000 people that would only accept spam as currency.
I mean, I don't handle the business side of those things, but I feel bad for our business manager.
I know, our poor business manager.
I wonder what the conversion rate is on that.
Yeah, how does that even work?
Yeah.
It's something, some joke. Imagine that whatever I just said was the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life.
I will. I will.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
So, dude, another week. What have you been up to? What's new?
Honestly, dude, just practicing, bro. That practice. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm always practicing. It's a little bit of I got a little bit. I'm a little fucking fucked up about it. I do it all the time. But just trying to keep pace with the material for the new record, Kyle.
Gotcha.
You know, just trying to make sure that when we're out debuting that stuff live, that I'm all there, buddy. It takes some doing.
How do you say it? It's hard on the boulevard?
It is, as in the immortal words of the poet Robert Frost. It's hard on the boulevard.
People like that because it rhymes.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, people are drawn to it because it rhymes.
Kyle, so I have a twofold question for you. I need to know. One, how are you? How are you, buddy?
Good.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Two, I could not help but notice that you have an exciting and interesting T-shirt on today. Who is this mysterious band?
Dead Wolf. Dead Wolf are some of our friends, our Canadian friends. Right?
Canadian friends, that's right.
Yeah, up north across the border. We played with them.
We played with them in fucking Oklahoma, dude.
There you go.
We were in Oklahoma.
That's right. Yeah, so shout out to the Dead Wolf cats.
Shout out to Dead Wolf.
Haven't seen you guys in a while. So
heavy rock and roll.
That's right. Heavy rock and roll.
Heavy rock and roll.
They look... If you could take a picture of James Hetfield from 1984, that's exactly what the dudes in fucking Dead Wolf look like.
Yeah.
I mean, spitting image, bro.
Great musicians, too, dude. They're a great band.
Yeah. Super fun. Dude, other than that, the big news really is, Bandcamp. Shout out to Bandcamp, okay?
Yo, props to fucking Bandcamp.
Shout out to Bandcamp. I haven't always necessarily been the proponent of Bandcamp, but that's going to change now because Bandcamp is, I believe, officially the first music streaming platform, if you want to call it a music streaming platform. Maybe they're a hybrid, but they're the first one to fully ban AI music, y'all. And I feel like that's a win, and I feel like we need to point that out. Yeah. And whoever it is, Mr. Bandcamp, Mr. Camp, you've made the right decisions.
Hats off to you, Mr. Camp.
Hats off to you, Mr. Camp. So we'll take a second to just say, if anybody was thinking about buying something from Pathos and Logos or picking up any merch, head over to Bandcamp to let's show them that that we support their decisions in not allowing AI music on the platform.
That's right.
While also benefiting us at the same time.
That's precisely right.
Yeah.
That's sweet, sweet Pathos and Logos cash.
Got to get that sweet, sweet Pathos cash.
That we use to fund our addiction to Smarties. We have a problem where we won't stop eating that candy Smarties, and it helps us to buy all of the gold-plated robot manservant servants who actually help us here on the show every time we do a Soundcheck episode.
Have to be gold-plated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are you kidding? Listen. Oh, you don't have a gold-plated robot manservant? Grow up. You know what I mean? That's all I ask that you do.
Get the net.
Get your shit together, dude.
Jeez.
So, guys, you know what? Studio audience, I think they're ready. They're primed.
Have we primed them enough?
I think they're...
Have we warmed up the audience enough?
Primed the pump.
I like it.
I think so. I think it's time to introduce our marvelous guests for today. They traveled here from their rehearsal on the planet Saturn. Yes, they are capable of surviving those extreme physical conditions. They will not die in space, and no weapon formed against them shall prosper. Everybody, give it up for the inimitable Torn from Existence.
Yeah.
You know,
We like it.
smack something, beat somebody up, whatever it is.
After all that
we fit?
spam,
We
I
fit.
hope my butt still fits on this couch.
You
We
and
fit.
me both, sister. Because, Lord, that was a lot of spam.
I've
Yeah.
also never smoked, and I have that kind of voice as well.
Yeah, thank you. You know how
It's-
validating that is for me? People ask me, like, a surprising amount. I don't tell you this all the time, but people are all like, you need to really be concerned about your lungs. I was like, first off, I'm an asthmatic. And, secondly, why do I sound like this? Just lucky, I guess.
Yes, that's right. It's part of our charm.
That's right. That's right.
Or you know, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's vocal nodes.
I feel like I want that on my headstone, bro. I feel like I need that as a neck tattoo.
I wasn't sure I was going to hear a Maybelline reference
I
today, but I
you don't
appreciate
always
that.
get a Maybelline reference in the modern world.
That's fantastic.
Torn from Existence. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
You
Doing
doing
really
all right?
well.
Hungry.
I rather expect that you
Yeah.
would be in the calorie
I
negative,
didn't
sir.
get to eat the spam.
Ah!
Unfortunately,
It's
I
not vegan.
don't eat that. So
No,
I
and
wasn't
when
able
you
to eat it.
perform music on the drum set like Jeremiah does for Torn from Existence, that's a lot of torn muscle fibers, y'all. You need the protein from the spam to recover. So you guys actually were just coming back from a rehearsal.
That's right.
Okay, and the idea, we had discussed this a little bit before we started filming today. The idea is that you were working on your second release.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. The first one being released in 2024. So we're working on record number 2. There it is.
There it is.
Get a tight shot
Everybody
of
can
that
see that.
gold-plated robot manservant. Show the people. Show it to them.
We'll have the gold-plated manservant zoom in because
That's precisely
we
right.
are
We'll have him
currently.
use his state-of-the-art special camera eyeballs.
There you go.
The kind of cameras that Judas Priest sang about in Electric Eye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We thought you guys would appreciate that reference.
Yeah. We've covered Judas Priest and Maybelline, and it's been like 14 seconds, bro.
This is what
We're
we
out
bring
of
to the
gate.
table.
We're running, we're cooking here. So,
I'm impressed.
how far along is the process? I mean, if you're having rehearsals about it, that suggests to me that you're able to get through, that at least some of the songs are complete or are near completion.
Yes.
All
now-
the songs are completed. I finished tracking drums 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Two
no
weeks.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So drums are all tracked and guitars are next.
Gotta love
Yep.
that.
Yep, we'll be doing the guitars this month on the 19th and the 20th at Cadaver Audio with our friend Ivan.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Shout to Ivan.
Yeah,
and
shout out to
Cadaver
Ivan.
Audio.
That's great. I was actually going to ask where you guys were going to be working at.
And certain procrastinating synth backing vocalists have to learn all their parts still.
Couldn't guess who you're referring to at all.
I know most of it, 75% of it. So.
A certain
It's time to get in gear.
spam-laden keyboard player.
Well, you guys know how it is. Sometimes when you're making a new record, a lot of times the writing process continues through until you're all the way done with the album.
Right, you are.
And you kind of hear different things too
Yeah.
when you're in the studio, like you didn't hear it before. It's like, okay, that would sound really well here. That would sound really good here. So
Yes.
And
little bit of
sometimes
that
chicks
going
are
on,
just
too.
late.
There is,
Wait, not a chick
And
again.
you know you're in trouble when your chick is late.
but
Right, you are. are, sir.
I'm
Luckily,
going out for milk.
luckily, I'm too old for that.
Lord have mercy. We are out of the gate swinging.
We've got clips for days already.
I'm gonna be beat red. Can you edit that out?
Yeah, one clip will just be Rhiannon's face.
And it's like I look like the Kool-Aid man. I'm like beat red. Oh yeah.
We have all the guys. Literally, we've been doing this for like 6 minutes. We have all the clips that we need for the week. We're gonna send you guys like 7. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
He's like, good. I'm hungry.
go eat.
Yeah. Let's go.
Somebody get this man some spam.
Some spam. Oh
That
my
means
god.
espresso worked wonders.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. So then, when did the writing process for the new record start? Twofold question. When did the writing for the new record start? And a little bit like, what is the process? Is it a complete collaborative effort? Does one person principally write the material and then everybody sort of adds their flavor in? A little bit like paprika on Spam?
Yeah.
You know, the way that humans eat paprika on Spam? Not very common.
The
and
only
relatable.
time I eat paprika.
All of my paprika is
Funny that it's not the only time you eat Spam. It's the only time you
The only
eat
time I
paprika.
eat paprika
Right.
is on fucking Spam.
That's right.
I came with you on that one, bud. That was great.
I love today, and I love this show, and I love Torn from Existence. This is fantastic.
We love you too.
Love you, baby.
To answer your question, yes, it is kind of that paprika thing you were referencing
That's
where,
right.
you know, I have the riffs in
Yes.
advance and we do pre-production. Basically, I'll program drums, write the riffs. Craig will come in, we do pre-production vocals.
Yeah.
But then everybody does add their own element. Like basically, my drum tracks that I program aren't that great. They're just there for reference. But then Jeremiah comes in, writes all of his own parts. And I have to say, especially on this second album, I'm really excited because the professionalism, level of creativity, and the over-the-top crazy fills that he's putting in there have me so excited about these songs. And, you know, this is kind of a weird second album for us. The first album I wrote with this band.
Yes.
It took us a year, start to finish, and I just wrote all the riffs. And pretty much the way the album runs, all of the songs are like in the order that I wrote it too. So I kind of didn't write like songs. I kind of wrote the album as a whole album. Now this second album are actually older songs that I wrote. Like all of these songs were around before Torn from Existence even started.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I kind of had that in the bank, and I didn't know if we were going to use them or not. And I started playing them for the team, and everybody seemed to like them. I'm like, you know what? Let's turn this into a record too. And now with the additions of Rhiannon, Jeremiah, William, and Krageroth, it's just a whole new, I don't know, it's just adding a whole new level and a whole new dimension to these songs, and it's really going to fit in. And it's going to be a very, very different sounding album for our first one too. So on the first album, I'm like a death metal guitarist trying to play black metal. But on this album, I'm more like a thrash metal guitarist trying to play death metal. So it's going to be weird. But then Rhiannon comes in and just, you know, makes everything orchestrated.
Adds that
and,
texture.
yeah, so
Yes.
I'm really excited. I don't know what this is going to end up sounding like, but I'm really, really excited about what we have so far. Really excited about the songs. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be different than what people expect from us.
What a beautiful statement, man.
Very, very different from the first one. We want everything to be different. I don't like to get bored or locked into a certain sound. I just like to be very creative, like Evil Chuck said. May he rest in peace. You just have to let the metal flow. So I don't really force anything either. I just kind of let the music kind of flow through me and play things, and it becomes a pretty organic process too.
I
you know,
love that.
Dude, Paul and I bring that up quite a bit because if, as band, as an artist or artists, if you don't condition your fans or listeners, kind of like right off the bat, within the first couple of records, to changes, be like, we're either going to make some stylistic changes, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. If you just immediately go into AC/DC mode, where your first 3 or 4 records are exactly the same, it's very difficult to get your fan base to come with you when you do decide to make changes. But if you right out from the bat, if you're like, hey, we can cover this entire spectrum of music and we're not going to be pigeonholed into one genre, we're going to cover all of it, your fans will be more accepting of that.
Yeah. Well, I think with us, even on a song-by-song basis, each song has like a different element or like something, a different hook or something different about it. But each song also has kind of its own identity too. So they all tie together and tell like a story. But at the same time, it's like each song has its own kind of thing. It's like, oh, here's that song, that's that song. So really, I don't think any of our songs blur together at all. We're really into making each song have its own kind of hook or its own kind of identity,
See, and that's,
song by song.
That's very impressive to me, actually. This is a theme that has been coming up a certain amount recently, which is, we're listening to the music, checking out Torn from Existence, doing our research like we do. Let me make sure that I have this right. There's a music video where you guys are in an office. Is the song Tempted by the Necromancer?
That's correct.
That is that song.
Yeah.
So I just saw the name. I was like, this is relevant to my interests.
And then, of course, the video doesn't have anything to do with necromancers or being tempted.
Fucking amazing,
But
dude. It was so good.
That idea came to me. I was in the car. Actually, my husband was taking me to the Rotting Christ concert, and it was a snowstorm.
The way a good husband
Yeah,
does.
and so
That's true love.
Yeah, we're going to Rotting Christ and at the O, and I'm in the car, and I'm like, oh man, we should be in this mundane, horrible, soul-sucking cubicle farm. And then I even got us those terrible navy blue polos with the logo, and then I said, we're in this company called Existence Corp, and we're all, instead of doing any work, we're all just promoting the band and rehearsing and doing stuff on the clock that we shouldn't be doing. And I'm like, I think that would be highly relatable to a lot of people.
Yo, absolutely.
No, I'm going to shut down my website. The boss is coming. We're working on band stuff.
X out.
Yeah, I've never done that, by the way, if anyone's watching from my company.
Never.
I've 0% updated the band website while on the clock ever.
I have
done.
definitely not drained
Yeah.
the business ink printer of ink to make
Yeah.
flyers.
That's
Never,
for
And then-
never,
and then,
ever
like,
did I ever do that.
All the ideas just kept flowing, and we got our buddy Rob Seeley to be our boss, and he came with the short sleeve white button down, and I just thought it would be cool if, and then Craig was his kiss-ass assistant manager, and then I just thought it would be cool if, instead of trying to corral us and making us work and motivate us to actually do anything, at the end the big reveal is that the boss and the assistant manager actually really like it.
That's
So
great.
he
takes
tears
the
his shirt off, and there's the Torn from Existence T-shirt underneath. But that was really fun to shoot. We had a blast doing that, and I'm super proud of it, how it came out. Evan Chance did an excellent job videoing and editing that. He nailed it on the first try.
He gets our sense of humor
Yeah,
for sure.
and
Got
you have to
you.
watch that video multiple times to see all of the different Easter eggs in it. Like between the performance reviews, Bill's face when he gets his 1-star review for being a bass player.
I remember that.
And-
That was funny.
and he also selected to take a drug test.
Right.
Ruh-roh.
And that there might have been some biographical information in the video, and then Jerry showing off the 4-star hamstrings.
Oh, yeah, I was
should have
gonna
been
say,
5.
making the point
Should have
of
been 5 stars, but he's got room to grow.
Oh, that's great. So everything about the video was incredible.
Yeah, the conference room jam that almost got the cops called on us.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
people were working in the building at the time.
Yeah, we totally took it over. We probably were not supposed to be there.
Yo, I was going to ask.
We were allowed to be in the conference room, but I don't think anyone expected us to actually play at volume.
They were
But we got in and out.
Where did you guys shoot the video at? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Well, where did you guys shoot the video at?
We were at this office park near 6th in Union,
okay.
near Highway 6 in
Glad she
Union.
remembers.
I was.
It was a friend of
I don't
mine.
remember at
It was a
all.
friend of mine, and it was
Okay.
so fortuitous. She was moving her small company out of that building and into a new one, and it was vacated for us to come in, and she didn't charge us anything. It was amazing. It was a friend of mine helping me out with that.
This time don't go well.
Yeah, it was perfect. She's like, I don't care what you guys do, have fun. Just put it back where you found it.
Right.
So it ended up being perfect.
And so it sounds like she didn't warn the rest of the businesses in the building about the potential for volume.
It was a Saturday, and so
Oh.
I guess I assumed that nobody else would be around in there, but there were a couple people floating
Yes.
around, and
like a chiropractor's
we were getting
office
some
there.
dirty looks.
Acupuncture. I
Yeah.
think it was acupuncture.
There-
Yeah, acupuncture.
There
Right.
was,
That's what it was.
we should have gotten that on video. Like people angrily peering out of their office doors and going, "What's happening down there?"
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. There's a death metal band playing
Honestly, dude,
double bass.
You would think that all the double kick and the vibration would somehow facilitate the therapeutic process.
Yeah, that's right.
You
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying? Like,
Let us
I
help
mean, that's
you.
what it does for me.
Right.
exactly right.
Let us
Yeah.
help you vibrate in synchronicity.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Then we got a bunch of friends to show up as extras, jamming out in the conference room. I just had this image of us playing in a conference room, and I thought that'd be a lot funnier than playing in a damn warehouse.
Right, dude.
We don't need any more videos of warehouses.
Warehouses.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, that's an
I'm
excellent
going
segue.
on record. We're not allowed to do it.
Excellent segue, because we've for the last record we started making music videos for the first time, and it's so difficult to. It may not be that difficult to come up with the concept for a video, although it's a little bit more difficult than you think to get it from start to finish and like storyboard it out, and then convey that to others. But then to actually be able to make a themed video, dude, it's so fucking hard to pull off. We didn't do it once. Not even once. We were just like, we'll be in a white room. We'll wear black. We'll be in a white room. What a fucking amazing idea. And that was the whole
revolutionary.
In a white room
Revolutionary.
with
Exactly.
black
Talking
t-shirts.
sometimes too.
So just kudos to you for not only just having the idea to have like what am I trying to say, like a storyline behind the video, but then for fucking pulling it
Actually
off.
pulling it off.
Yeah, thank
manifesting
you.
dude.
It took me. I think I spent about 3 months ordering all the swag. Like I did the logo myself for Existence Corp, and then vetted it with everybody, and then got the polos and got pens and Post-it notes and the banner when you walk in and window decals and all that stupid stuff. As things kept coming to me, I just kept ordering stuff online. Thanks, cheap shit from China.
I actually wear that shirt sometimes when
Yeah.
I'm doing like normal
Well,
business
we
stuff
all-
and I do appraisals and stuff. Like, this is like a nice shirt I have.
After we did the video, we all wished we worked for Existence Corp, because that would be a hell of a lot better than our actual gig.
Right.
In my heart, we do work for Existence Corp.
That's right.
Can this be a real company? I'm like, I don't know how to make that happen, but
Did you make storyboards or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm glad that you asked that question.
I
because
used a Lucid Spark online chart for anybody who knows nerdy stuff like that.
What it explained for?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Lucid's a company that helps with visualization, so process maps, brainstorming, all that stuff, like virtual sticky notes. So I do that at work because I'm a Lean Six Sigma efficiency specialist.
666 Sigma.
666 Sigma. So I do process mapping and stuff at my job, so I just use that same tool for doing the storyboarding for this.
I feel like a fucking idiot. I didn't understand a word you just said.
I understand
There
what
might
all
be
those
one-
words mean individually.
There's probably one person watching that's like, I use Lucid Do at my job. So hey, one person.
Yeah, shout to the fucking Lucid gang. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, that's so impressive, man. That's when you
I'm a
said
dork.
When you said 3 months of coordination, though, I was thinking to myself, I was like, to do that long of a video would take months of coordination,
Dude,
storyboarding.
If you plan it in advance, we were able to shoot it in a few hours because we did so much advance planning, and everybody knew
We all
what
knew
their
what
role
we
was.
were going to do. So what they did, we just like 15 to 20 seconds of what we were going to do, and then thankfully it was edited well.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it just all fell into place.
That it was. It was edited very
Yeah.
well. And I think that's the part that's fascinating to Kyle and I. I have never heard anybody talk about a concept thing like that the way that you just did. I've never heard somebody reference months of preparation. That song, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and it took a fucking quarter of a year of your guys' dedication and forethought and ideating to be able to bring that to life. That's fascinating. I've never heard a
But that's why
stat
the
like
shooting went so fast, because
that. You knew what you were doing.
he nailed the donut grab spike scene on the first take.
It was originally a lot longer, and there was a lot of blue icing we had to clean up off that.
Yeah, we
truck.
did have to clean up the blue icing. And I might have spilled Guinness all over the cubicle that I was in because I was drinking on the clock again.
Nothing.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And I didn't actually. So they were doing all the work and all the storyboards and everything. But for me, like I was like, you know what? For once, I'm gonna sit back and let everybody else figure things out. So I went in there not really knowing what's gonna happen. I was like, I'm just gonna do what people tell me to do. So it was great. I just went in free flowing and just had a really fun time. And it turned out so great. And all the friends there. And you know what? There's never going to be a time that I watch that video that it doesn't make me smile.
Oh,
because
man.
It was just so much fun.
Everyone's acting really sold it too, because I know that I talked about planning it a lot, but the fact that everyone did nail their scenes within one take, and the faces everybody made. Everyone's got hilarious faces, facial expressions in the video. Like when Craig smugly puts his 5-star
that's the best
review.
part.
I love the look on Craig's face. It is so like over the top Dwight Schrute, like I'm the best.
I was
so
just
great.
gonna say
and
The
then,
Office,
And
yeah.
then when
Like
Bill
Office, yeah.
when Bill gets the drug notice and he almost like spits out the cloud of his vape. It's like, whoa.
It was, dude. It was good. Everybody
So
nailed
good.
it, dude.
Yeah, it was so
if we
good.
fail as a band, we can always get into sit comedy work, I guess.
We should. We should, because everyone
Situation
brought
comedy
it.
work.
Everyone brought it.
Dude, I'll let you guys know. I can personally relate to that. I am no longer working in corporate America, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But Paul remembers this because we were out on tour shortly after this happened. But I was working in corporate America, and, I fucking smoke weed, man. Fucking, revelation, right? And so come back into my office, right? Come on in there. There happens to be an HR manager sitting there, right? And
That's
with,
not what you
with the
wanna
fucking
see.
with the drug test right there on the desk, and it's
no.
like, hey, Kyle, good to see you again. Long time no see. We need you to go take this fucking drug test right now. And so I was like,
Not good to see you.
yeah, I closed the door behind me. I was like, Al, I'm gonna break it down for you, man. This isn't gonna happen right now. Like, this isn't gonna work. I'm just gonna let you know. Like, I'll go ahead and do the test, but if just suspend me now. If you're, I'm just telling you,
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's that important.
Yeah, if it's that important, if it's that big a deal, I was
That's
like,
why it's always good to keep some goat piss handy.
Yeah, you never know when those goats need to be on call.
I should have I always keep it taped to my fucking leg.
Yeah,
but dude,
that's not fake.
It's basically exactly
fake.
what you were talking about. I mean, I basically got the drug test right after I was hitting the vape and was like, okay, let's do this. And I blew hot. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah. Did
But
not
what
pass.
did we do? They were like, Kyle, you've got to be suspended for 2 weeks without pay. You better clean up your act. And they're like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, we're going on tour to Texas. Actually, I'll see.
Smoke weed on tour.
I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And they were like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll see you guys. We're gonna go play the Dirty Dog in Austin. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is fucking great. Peace."
Made it a little easier for me, actually,
Interesting
guys. If I'm
timing.
honest
It was,
with you.
yeah, I
Yeah, that's
know. It
very
was.
interesting.
So it's very. I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Well,
so funny.
and we were hoping that no matter where you come from or what you do, that you'd find something in that video that you could relate to.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Or at least laugh at. And Craig's mom made a special guest appearance as Ern. Oh, that was actually, if
she's
anyone
dead.
thought that was fake,
She's dead.
that was actually Craig's
dead.
mom in the urn in the video.
Oh, wow.
She
That's
said
my girl, too.
So I was
Yeah.
curious about whether or not that was
Yeah.
an exaggeration.
Well, Craig said his mom always
R.I.P.
wanted to be a star, so that was her posthumous
Also Dave's
moment.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cremated, so our love is granular.
Oh man. Well, do you guys
When
have
he gets cremated, we're gonna put him in the same.
put them together?
Oh,
In
for
the
together
credits.
Shake it
forever.
up,
There you go.
That's right.
I want that for us.
and then Craig's gonna keep it.
It'll be an etch a sketch of
Aw.
ashes. Just shake them up.
Dude, for this episode, we're seriously going to send you guys like 7 fucking zip files of clips. This whole interview was a highlight. This
Yeah,
is great.
that's right.
That's funny. Do you guys have plans for more videos in the future?
No plans as of yet. I mean, we want to do them,
sure
but
we'll do some.
yeah,
we
we'll
will.
do
Definitely.
videos, but we don't know
Maybe
what
even,
yet.
maybe even 2 for the next
Yeah.
album.
Oh, there you go.
Dave said the video has to be serious, and I'm already mad about
Yeah,
that.
we need to.
I vote that down. I vote it down.
Fuck
Fuck
all
these
that.
series.
I know Dave's gonna be mad at me, but I'm scared
What's-
because
Well,
without
we
a
could have
budget,
some- we could
without
have
a
some
budget,
comedic undertones, but
serious is okay. That
But
that might help.
But in a way, I mean, like,
everything we do is funny.
I know. How can we not be
and
funny?
well that it should be.
We're freaking Muppets.
Like, aren't we all? That's what you find
Yes.
actually about people in the metal scene is everybody comes out like, "Ugh," but privately they're at home
Yeah, it's
like,
like-
hanging out with their cat and like
Yeah, that's Craig.
crocheting. Like,
Yeah.
dude. So
Craig's
everybody's
Craig's the silliest guy, and he's got the scariest voice.
right, dude. but the music, I feel like, is where the seriousness.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Like
Right.
you guys play a very disciplined form of metal. I don't actually. Let me be kind. I don't want to make it sound. If you're in the metal world at all, like the era of like being Lars is over. You can't suck. You know, whatever you choose to do, there's just a certain basic level of aptitude as a musician and as a songwriter that you have to bring to the table. And you guys, what you're doing that's the word that comes to my mind, is very disciplined. You can feel the power in it, and you listen to it, you immediately say to yourself, man, you can't just do that. You have to work to be able to do that.
We like to practice a lot, like you.
Dude, you got to. You got to.
Yeah, Jerry cracks the whip on us. If we talk too much, he starts the song. We don't even.
I don't
He's
like
the
sitting
disciplined
for
guy.
Too long.
Yeah.
No,
I like to just get it done.
He's all business.
yeah. But it's helpful. You need that. You need that
do.
counterbalance.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we need discipline, and Jerry helps us with that tremendously.
He's the CEO of Existence Corp.
Yes,
That's right.
he's our health coach, whip cracker.
The
Ask
OSHA
Craig about getting-
representative.
He'll whip you with a switch.
Like you do. Like you do.
There's a
Been known to
video.
happen.
There is a video of that we have out on our socials where there was a stick.
I think I was trying to get him to break. You know,
Yeah.
not the switch, but him.
Morally,
He sat there and took it, and
And
I
then
liked
he-
it.
And
And I kept going.
yeah, and then he laughed like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
What kind of talk show do you run here?
Well, it's Torn from Existence, Muppet Mayhem.
what you didn't know is he
Porn
actually
from
enjoyed
existence. Hey.
Hi now.
I was going to say, dude, I'm listening to the music. What I'm struck by is it's loud, it's intense, and it's subdivided. Like y'all playing a lot of notes, man, but there is
The new one's even more notes. If you like the last notes, there's even more notes on this one.
notes everywhere.
it. Now
And
with even more notes.
I'm instantly
there
thinking
are.
of Cheech Marin from Dusk Till Dawn. We got 16th notes. We got 8th notes. We got dotted
We got
quarter notes.
64th notes.
Yeah. If you could find a faster note anywhere, play it. But
That's pretty much it.
But
for this one.
there's
Dave's
like
not
a
here.
depth of emotional content, and I will say that with music this heavy, that is always impressive to me. The ability to vest music of that level of and not that it's always dense, not that that it's bereft of introspective moments, but at least the representative sample I know that we listened to was like fucking hell. But it was just, it's rich. It's not flat. You feel what's going on at the same time that you're stymied by the impressive technical display.
Well, that's why I like music so much, because it's almost the perfect science, because you're taking something that's very, very technical.
Yes.
Notes, scales, timing.
Yeah.
A lot of math, right? But at the same time, everything that I play anyway comes from a place
Yes, sir.
of emotion.
Yes, sir.
So we have the technical side of thing, we have the emotional side of thing. I like to find a place where those two elements meet each other head on, and I believe that is where, and I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I believe that is where like genius music lies.
So when I was in college, the director of the music program brought up. No, let's nerd out, y'all. Let's go. Let's do this.
do it.
I've mentioned this before. I can't remember what episode, but this has come up before. The music director who ran the program was saying that all great art features what is known as the Apollonian-Dionysian dichotomy, which is the order of Apollo,
Yeah,
but
and
then the
Dionysus.
sort of like deep emotional, chaotic energy of Dionysus. And what you're describing, that fault line between the two, where it's the deep, powerful emotion, but then also the very analytical or clinical, technical side,
Right.
is where the intersection of those two things creates extremely powerful art. And I'm inclined to agree with you, man.
That's my eternal quest, what you just described.
Yes, sir. Yes, well, I got news for you, Matt. You're there.
And
All right?
Dave-
you stuck
Thank you
the
for
la-
that.
Stuck
Dave is
the landing on it.
He's a harbinger of chaos, and he is at the
true.
intersection of a lot of things, typically.
I don't know
think
why,
it would
but it just seems to
sound
happen to
that
me.
Emotional without the keys, if it was just, cause she definitely adds an element of like,
Absolutely.
You do
you
that
know, it has to have
atmosphere.
that. Yes.
Yeah,
So
that- yeah.
If you feel any emotion, it's gonna be from that.
Well, I mean, it was certainly.
Yeah, you better.
It's just gonna be
Or
pissed.
he'll hit you with a
Without
switch.
that, it's just gonna be pissed off music.
Yeah.
The keys definitely add a whole other element. That's
It's
needed to be in there.
I mean, it's definitely expansive. It
Yeah.
adds a powerful dimension to it. But like the Lord, I crashed out. I tried to say 3 things at once, and I couldn't all get them out.
You did it again?
It happened. I just get so excited. I just get so worked up.
Well, even though I've known Rhiannon for the longest out of anybody,
Yes.
we've known each other for, good grief, maybe 25 years
Hot
now.
damn.
At least, yeah.
Yes. She was the last person to join the band, though, and I was gunning to get her in. I know that she lives far away, and I know she's very career-driven.
Yes.
So I kind of had to talk her into it a little bit.
At least I was before the interview, and now
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
find out all my dirty secrets.
Yeah, it's all over now.
You're fired.
But, I kind of had to pursue her to get her into it, and I was like, she's like, I can maybe do it once a month or something, but then once she got involved in it, she became one of the primary drivers behind what we do. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
I never ended up doing the once a month schedule. I was
No.
there every week.
Yep.
But and
Because she
it's
was
fun.
into it.
It's fun with the second record. I get a unique perspective being the last one to join.
Yes.
They were all ready. They had so many songs rehearsed and ready to go, and I'm coming in last. And Dave had already even written some of the keyboard parts, in the DAW and stuff like that. So I got some things kind of handed to me and got to work in. And then with the second album, I think it was the biggest change for me because I got to write my own parts way more than with the first record. So I'm super extra excited about this one. Well, for one, because of Jerry's drums, which we already talked about, they're super heavy. I think it's going to blow people's minds how much heavier this material is than the last
And
one.
I'm out here like, heavier.
Oh, yeah, heavier.
I was-
Like
that shit was
pummeling-
already pretty fucking heavy,
Pummeling,
man.
punishing, and then I've also challenged myself to get more orchestral and more technically proficient keyboard parts on this one. I'm doing a lot more crazy 4-octave mayhem and things
Hell
like that.
yeah.
This will be a level up from the last
Yeah.
album for sure.
Oh,
Yeah. People are going nuts and they're like, "Ooh, Dimmu, ooh, Karakangren," and all this. And I'm like,
Yes. Yeah, people say we're Denver's Dimmu right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, the
That's-
keyboards. I get that too
take
from
that.
people.
There are worse
I'll take that.
comparisons.
There are
to
definitely
make
worse
than
comparisons to have. Yo, I'll be honest with you. That was the first comparison I drew, and I'm not necessarily saying that you guys sound like Dimmu, but between the drums and the interplay between the drums, just overall speed, I guess, and then the keyboards, that's what got
Yeah,
me.
it
Where I
gets
was like,
Dimmu.
oh,
It's Dimmu-esque.
Dimmu-esque.
I mean, you use you compare with the name of the band, but really maybe the comparison comes from the emotional content. It's rich music, dude. And you don't necessarily think, oh, you remind me exactly of this other band. It's more like
FFO.
it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like waking up that same thing inside me, dude. You know? I'm just extreme. We're very impressed. We're not going to stop riding your dicks. Dude. We're just gonna. We're gonna keep it up.
I
the
love a
whole
good
time.
dick riding.
Yeah.
Who does?
Don't stop.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
That's right.
Well,
Slow down,
for
man.
what it's worth, like
But don't
this,
stop. Won't last as long.
Clips on clips on clips on clips.
I don't know if you guys keep up with Dimmu, but the last couple of Dimmu records have kind of been letdowns, if you ask
I
me.
thought so too. And
Yeah.
seeing them live, I saw them at Psycho Las Vegas Festival several years ago. I don't remember which year it was, but they weren't even. They didn't have the power live anymore, and I was sad.
They've lost some pretty
Because
key
it,
members.
age has nothing to do with this, because I've seen plenty of other bands like Judas Priest with Rob Halford
Still crushing it.
it all the time.
Still
So
crushing it.
we can't use that as an excuse, and I wasn't worried about that as an metal elder myself. You can still find the energy to crush it. But yeah, it was a little disappointing, but I did get to see them back in the day. My old band opened for them in 97, 98, 99, somewhere around there.
That would have been around in
Yeah.
Throne Darkness Triumphant era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Big
It was very
difference
cool.
from then
Nick
and
Barker
now.
was drumming with them at the time. And I got to put his corpse paint on backstage. He was a very chipper, cheery jovial fellow.
The one
Very
European
nice.
tour that
say,
I have had the
yeah.
good fortune to do when I was playing with Swashbuckle.
Oh, yeah.
We played the Heidenfest tour. We were in Europe for 24 days. Nick Barker was playing drums for, I feel like, I can't remember, it was a black metal tribute band, but the name of the band was Twilight of the Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he was telling a story. Very funny guy, upbeat guy.
Yeah, the Bathory tribute, and then
That's
they had
what it was. It was
and they
Bathory.
had the dude from Primordial on vocals.
Yes, yes. And well remembered.
Nailed
That's
it.
exactly right. But Nick Barker was telling a story about a tour that he was on with a band where, like, they had demands about who was allowed to eat dinner at a certain time and who couldn't use the shower. You know, like, no one could use the shower in a venue before them. Nobody could eat their dinner before them.
Dave wouldn't care about that.
Fucking big old Nick Barker, like, you know, they're just so fed up. You know, that he told one of the guys in the band, if anybody needs me, I'll be in the shower eating my dinner.
That's perfect.
Fucking yeah, so that's cool as fuck. Nick Barker, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking great
yeah,
dude.
he's an OG. He's a good dude.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, where I was going with that was somebody needs to fill that space now, right?
Yeah.
And so
There's a vacancy now.
There's a vacancy because Dimmu is not the Dimmu of the past, and I'm not saying that you
Move
guys.
over, Dimmu. It's time for Torn from Existence.
Time to tear you from existence.
Now
I
that's
mean,
another old commercial.
You said it. I mean, I'll put it on out there too, though. Yeah, get on over, Dimmu. It's time for Torn Existence, dude.
Yeah.
That would be amazing to have you guys. I mean, imagine you guys on the level of Dimmu. That would be. And
would be
You're
coming
like,
out of
we're
Denver?
constantly imagining ourselves on that level.
I was just
That's
imagining
what we're
that.
doing. That is what we are doing.
Well,
and
keep it
then,
up,
and then
guys,
we'll work
because
for Existence Corp.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're definitely nailing it if that's what you're going for. Definitely.
Dude, you absolutely are. And you know what? You make the comment about how it was a little bit of like initially, it was like Rhiannon's like, I don't know, like maybe I could do it once a month or whatever. And then you've never done that schedule. You were like fully committed to the thing right out of the gate. And the funny thing is that actually reminds me in a way of the video that you guys made and sort of the you know, like looking at a comedic lens through something that is really not that comedic for a lot of people. A lot of people's lives really are like that. And what I immediately think is what you're doing when you're creative, it's like a through line or a thread to the divine. You know what I mean? It's a little touch of that creative power. And we can call it what it is. We don't actually talk about this a whole lot on the show, Kyle. We don't do the hard sell.
I knew it.
But it's magic. It's
magic.
You're literally doing magic. What I can't remember the exact Crowley quote, but the idea of magic simply being doing things to affect physical reality from a place that starts in your will, and we, you know,
Intent plus energy.
intent plus energy, madam.
There you go.
You know, like maybe everybody from every era makes the argument, be like, oh, it's tough out there for people, but like, again, you know, without going into any detail, Lord, it's tough out there for people, and both you as the members of the band making the contribution to making this music and having this collective and creative experience, but then sharing it with people. It's hard on the boulevard, homie. People need something to pull them out of the psychic morass that most of what their lives are mired in. And so, thank you for what you do, y'all. You know what I
You're
mean?
providing the escape.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and
escapism.
right back at you.
Hey.
You know?
Doing
Same
what we
with you
can in
guys.
these streets, dude. Do what we can.
Yeah, we were jamming your stuff on the way up from Denver.
hi.
Oh, hell yeah.
Quite awesome.
We like
Quite
to hear
awesome.
that. Once again, flattery will get you
You'll
everywhere.
remember that, and that was one of the only shows I've ever booked in my life. Was you guys with Matt Whitleywa at Black Sky?
That's right.
The instrumental.
That's
I
right.
booked that show.
You sure did.
You did. You sure did.
That's how we ended up meeting. And for what it's worth, that
wish I
was
booked
one
more
of
shows.
our first shows as Pathos
Just
and Logos.
as Pathos
Yeah.
and Logos.
That was
Yeah.
maybe like our second or third show.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
We had only maybe done one. We were in the band with Mikey Stansel from Allegiant and Entheos.
Yes.
Before that,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we were still kind of fresh as a duo.
Yeah.
And I'll just say it right now. Love Black Sky, but playing there is not the same.
Oh no, it's not the move.
Our
Yeah.
first show was at the Black Sky.
Yeah, the
Is
only
that right?
Yeah. We played there 3 times, and luckily we were able to play there outside. We haven't played in the brewery part, which I don't think we will do that.
The last time we played there, the only reason it sounded good is because we brought my personal PA and my husband ran sound for us. And so it was actually decent.
It's interesting you bring that up because that was the exact issue we had. Like the monitors, or I'm sorry,
the PA board itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plugged in.
Yeah.
The monitors are just chilling there.
they're basically just for.
like, where's the fucking cables? I can't hear shit. What the? I'm
Yeah, it was
picking
a
it up and I'm
footrest.
like, oh, it's
Paperweight.
not plugged in.
Yeah, you're literally like
It's holding the stage down.
Yeah, we
It's
lost
holding it
Craig.
from blowing away.
We lost Craig's vocals for 3 of the songs out of our
shit.
6-song set or whatever it was, and yeah, it was a little bit rough that night. So after that, we played the anniversary show, and that was only 2 months later, and so that's when we said, well, we'll only agree to do it if I can bring Sam and I can bring our PA, and then Sam can run sound, and then we ended up saving the day because it sounded good.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no
It's a great
shade.
show.
Yeah, great show. I'm sure that
show.
it was. It was a good show. And no shade to Black Sky. We've played
Oh yeah,
Black Sky
love
a
Black
lot
Sky.
of times.
It's just
We closed down the Black
they're
Sky
not-
just last night.
yeah, they're not. It's just they're not a professional venue, and so you just have to take that for what it is.
Right, exactly right. They're doing like we all are in our respective ways.
Yeah.
They're just doing the best they can.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very, very good.
Yeah.
But like it's not a venue. I mean, you're
Right,
playing like in the back corner and stuff like that. For us, I remember like the soundboard and whoever was mixing that night was back behind the band, and I'm just like, I don't think that makes any sense. Like
No, that's where it always. Yeah, that's where it goes.
that's where it sits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where it
and so
sits.
it's almost like it kind of reminds me of like DIY punk ethos.
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
way, you
yeah,
know?
for sure.
I wanted to ask you guys.
And Dimmu don't play that, so
Well done, ma'am. Well done. Influences. Jeremiah, what are your strongest influences? Just as a human, as a band member? What do you got?
As far as musicians go?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what you're at? Okay. Shannon Lucas for sure.
Hell
Number one.
yeah, dude.
Kevin Lane, Whitechapel's original drummer.
Okay.
He just watching him when I was growing up, getting into that. I had never seen what he was playing before in a live setting, so it just completely blew my fucking mind.
Hell yeah.
Watching Kevin Lane play. Obviously, I'm blanking on the new drummer's name. He's more technically proficient. I'm sure Kevin Lane doesn't play the drums anymore, but Kevin Lane's style,
Right.
constantly changing and keeping it fresh and keeping the song interesting, that's kind of what really got me started. And Blake Richardson, BT Bam's drummer.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's- He's one of the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
BT Bam is like the best prog metal band of all time, in my opinion. Their opinions differ from mine. I think it's the age. I grew
during
up.
the Colors era.
Yeah, Colors is probably my most spun album of all
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
That and Nocturnal by
I
Black
went and saw him
Dahlia.
during that.
Those two albums, drumming on those two albums, definitely shaped me because that's when I first started listening to extreme metal.
Yes.
Yeah, and like that's when I first started playing drums. Was
Okay.
in high school, and that's when I first heard a blast beat, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right,
This
dude.
shit is dumb, but I love it. So if I can do something dumb all the time, I'm gonna fucking do it, and that's what I did.
Dude, if that could be on my
Dumb
fucking
every day.
gravestone, that'd be great.
Yeah, just
Dumb every day.
dumb every day.
So let me make sure that I understand correctly. You as a drummer, you started playing fast music out of the gate.
Yeah, so like I think I was in a little groove metal band similar to like I guess metalcore band like Lamb of God
Yeah.
back in 2006 or 2007, and I just kind of replicated what I heard
Right.
the best I could. I was all self-taught, and then maybe 3 months after that, I started a deathcore band.
Yeah.
And that's when I got into the fast stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Everything
sir.
before that was like metalcore, like the Acacia Strain, Lamb of God,
Oh, okay.
Chimera, shit like that. So like a little
I love
slower,
Chimera.
but
Cleveland.
still good drumming. But
Oh, of
like
course.
laid back more.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like Whitechapel, Despised Icon. So anything like that. Like
Yes,
I said,
sir.
just dumb. Fucking dumb.
Well, you know what? But honestly, dude, I was mentioning this actually a little bit before we started filming, and I like to make a point of this because it's a conclusion that I've come to that is very hard earned. So I have a jazz background. You know what I mean? I have a lot of formal training, and there's a lot of things that you have to pay attention to. Yes, there is the technical aspect, and the drummers in that world have, in certain cases, good double bass jobs.
Yeah.
But really, they
It's
got
not a priority. For
yeah,
them.
you're
It's
not as much, but
yeah,
there's for the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have good hands, and you're worried about dynamics and sensitivity and a specific way of listening to the band around you, and then learning the assorted different styles, Latin jazz stuff on top of just the straight ahead shit, and then taking it up to the level of understanding a harmony, and whenever a lot of times when I'm given a solo, I'll base my solo off of the melody of the tune.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a thing. And what I have discovered as a person who is working towards being able to do the dumb stuff, not dumb, at least not to me. That shit is serious than a motherfucker, boy. But working towards it, it's what I understand about it now is that it is like taking all of the different improvisation and styles and touch and this, that, and condensing it all into one endeavor and then zoning in on that. It is still that level of attention. It is still that level of discipline.
Yeah, it's the same amount of time practicing, but it's more athleticism.
Yeah, it
and
is.
if I can give any
Bingo.
advice to anyone wanting to do death metal drumming, you just got to do single strokes.
Right.
80% of your practice, single strokes. Don't worry about. Paradiddles are important if you want to. You start wanting to be like, man, this kind of sucks just doing right, left over and over and over. I want to experiment. That's kind of what I did on the new album. I was like, I'm going to do more, linear fills and add kick and just shit like that. But I've reached that point to where right, left over and over is kind of boring, and I'm good enough at it.
Right.
That's all you got to do. Just push right, left as fast as you can, and you'll get the blast beats.
You'll get it
Same
all
with the
together.
double bass. I'm not a double stroke player. I think that's cheating. I don't care who I piss off. Double strokes. It needs to be single strokes. Single strokes all day will forever sound better than double strokes on the double bass. I don't care who I offend.
Dude, Paul brings that up quite a bit. He'll say yo, paradiddles are great, just like you said.
Yeah.
But the average day listener or the average listener, everyday listener, they want to hear and they are most impressed with single stroke rolls.
Dude, I will. I don't want to say die on that hill because I have to live for 220 years. I'm not dying on any hill anywhere. But the idea being that what I have observed from all of my personal practicing, from all of just what I've observed in the world, the single stroke roll is not necessarily the most beautiful rudiment. It is not necessarily the most, complicated or even expressive rudiment under certain circumstances, but it is the most beloved technique of any genre, any era, and it crosses the musician, non-musician barrier. Okay, I could sit on a snare drum right now and play you, because I have worked on it a lot, a well-executed Swiss triplet. It requires, I could play a really nice Swiss triplet, and somebody who knows about snare drumming and who knows that particular technique might say, man, that sure was a good Swiss triplet, but you could know nothing about drums. And then a motherfucker Jeremiah's going to sit down on his drum throne and you're like, that dude's good.
Yeah. It's
you
true.
just get it.
It kind of sucks. You work hard on other stuff. And I do. I work hard on double stroke paradiddles.
Spectrum.
But I'm not going to put a lot of that in.
It's the cheat code, right?
Yeah.
It's the cheat code.
It's
It's playing the game genie. You know what I mean?
I have been a guy who's like a fusion guy with a double bass pedal, moving in metal spaces for most of the time that I have been participating in metal music. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that the rolling of the hats, and then you're rolling between the hats and the ride cymbal, and people will go, Oh, that's very good. And then somebody's doing a fucking one-footed blast at 240, and that's the currency of respect.
Time to open up the
You just made me think of Sean Reinert from Cynic. R.I.P.
R.I. fucking P, dude.
Because he had
could
finesse.
do it all.
He had finesse.
He could do it all.
I would stare at him. I'm not even a drummer. That's the one instrument I cannot play. And I just would stare at him the entire set.
Yeah, he would do death metal without death metal drumming, which was cool. You
Yeah.
know? It was essentially just like, fucking around on the kit.
Yeah.
He was smart.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. He would do smart drumming, dumb drumming.
But
That's
he
the difference.
knew. He's ripping 220 on the double kick, and he's
Yeah,
doing
he
the
can do all
skank
of
beats
that.
and shit.
Yeah.
But he also he worked on his 9-stroke roll at the same time,
Doesn't
dude.
blast at
Love that
all,
kind of
really
finesse.
the entire time.
But yet, and also too, you know what? You can't even. He doesn't blast at all. And I was going to be like, oh, that was kind of before that was a thing. No, it wasn't. In '91, there were plenty of cats that were blasting.
Yeah.
You know.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, yeah. The Morbid Angel, the Covenant record from '93, is one of my favorite death metal records of all
Yes.
time. And your boy was blasting on that one, dude. He was getting it.
Trey.
in. Yes.
The first blast beat I ever
Or no,
heard
Trey's the
wasn't that album,
guitarist.
it was the second album, Blessed Are the Sick, when they came in.
Yeah.
That's the first time I
Trey's
heard
a
of
guitar
Blast
Trey's the
Beat.
guitarist.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
Sandoval? Pete Sandoval.
Pete Sandoval,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing, I was all like, I don't even know what he's doing. What the hell are you even, how the fuck?
I just love when Beavis and Butthead made fun of. They were like, "Bow to me faithfully."
God of Emptiness.
Yeah, they made fun of God of Emptiness. And,
forgot
yeah,
about
Butthead's totally singing the low part. Bow to me splendidly. and then just a little side note, speaking of Morbid Angel, if you have the chance, go to YouTube and find the Trey Azagthoth DUI stop video. It's so funny. He tells the cop, he's like, "I'm a professional drunk."
He says that
Oh
to the
yeah.
cop.
It's very amusing. Go watch
crazy
it.
to me.
Is it what is it? Is it like his body cam footage or
Yeah,
something like
it's
that?
the actual body cam footage of a real DUI stop with
Wow.
Trey from Morbid. It's very funny. Go watch it.
I'm surprised. I mean, it must be
My
good.
husband and I were crying, laughing, and watching.
I was gonna say, because if that was me, I'd be like, I can't let this get out.
No,
Absolutely
but they
not.
don't. Yeah, you don't even have a choice.
Yeah.
The cops can put the body cam footage out, but
Oh,
anyway,
I guess you're right. Yeah.
It's very
He's a
he
public
didn't put
figure,
it out.
so-
You just have to search for it. But he's just like, oh, I'm a professional drunk.
All right,
Whatever he
so,
Like my father.
oh shit.
Oh, shots fired again.
Damn. Okay, let's try and rein it in here.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Influences.
We had your influences.
Yeah, well, my true love growing up was Queensryche.
Nice.
That was my ultimate jam when I was preteen, entering teen years, and then I branched out into heavier stuff. And by the time I was playing keyboards in metal bands back in '96, I joined my first band. I was all about bands like Sam Ale,
Hell yeah.
Dimmu, Opeth. I had the very first Opeth when it came out.
Early Opeth.
I mean, I still love them now too. But yeah, all that.
The My Arms Your Hearse record for me, dude.
Emperor. I love the new stuff. I'm just crazy. Emperor, Enslaved, old Satyricon before they did the black and roll. I mean, I like that too, but they were keyboard heavy back in the Nemesis Divina era. So yeah, Emperor, all that stuff, very cool. Always been into death and black metal, and then if it's proggy or has keyboards, then I'm probably really into it.
Right, you are.
Yeah.
Right, you are.
Yeah, and jazz fusion too. I love me some Alan Holdsworth.
Yeah, Holdsworth
And,
was a man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've seen Holdsworth with
And,
Dennis Chambers on drums with
Yeah.
him.
Dennis Chambers, that's my dude.
Yeah, I saw
That's
John
my
McLaughlin
top
with
dude.
Dennis Chambers once too. Yeah, at the Great American Music Hall in San
Yeah.
Francisco. I
And-
lived there.
And for keyboards too, I loved old Genesis, Tony Banks. Psh, are you kidding me? So Rush, all that good stuff.
Who was it? Was it Jan Hammer from
Yeah.
Mahavishnu? dude?
Yeah. Oh, that's some cool stuff.
Billy Cobham's playing double bass on that stuff, dude. They're doing on time and fucking
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's 1970 whatever. It's
Yeah,
not,
very
he's
early.
not ripping 16
Proto
notes.
metal.
But
Yep.
yeah, dude, you can tell. You know good and fucking well Sean Reinert was listening
Oh,
to
yeah.
those, to the Birds of Fire record. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
And
So-
Magma and all that weird stuff from
Yeah.
the 70s, you know.
Gentle Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What are your influences, man?
For guitar players, I like Jeff Loomis is my favorite right now from
Hell
Nevermore. Older, I think Yngwie Malmsteen is one of the greatest ever in the game.
One of the best to ever do it, dude.
And
More is more.
Al Di Meola, if you know who that is, for his
Hell
really
yeah.
percussive alternate picking is a favorite of mine. I've seen him a lot. Kind of model my alternate picking after him.
Yeah.
And then for bands that I listen to, I kind of like the classic metal stuff, like Maiden, Sabbath, Deep Purple, those type of things. And then I'm an 80s thrash guy, so I like Exodus, Bonded by Blood, all the Bay Area thrash stuff like that. Then I'm a 90s death metal guy, so of course the band Death is my favorite band, probably number one influence of all time, right?
Also a 90s death metal guy, dude, for sure.
Yeah, Morbid Angel, like we were talking about before. Cynic I like, Atheist, all those bands, because that's when...
I'm not joining the club, lady. I'm not joining the club. Atheist, you were saying, dude.
Yeah, Atheist, kind of the death metal bands that kind of had different elements to them too, like the album elements. See what I did there? And and then I started getting into black metal later, and that was, when black metal first came out to me, it just wasn't really well produced, and it didn't really resonate with me.
Same.
But then Dreidel of Milth came out, so I could kind of understand what they were doing. Then Doomu came out with Puritana, and that was kind of the game-changing album, I think, that got me into more black metal stuff.
Hell yeah.
I listen to a wide variety of stuff,
I feel like you find that most people of any degree of sophistication or culture typically do listen to a broad spectrum. Without any prompting, you all were mentioning stuff that it's metal, also Al Di Meola. Metal, also this Fusion record from 1976. You do. If you look at people's Spotify playlists, which makes me fascinated constantly, is the music that Torn from Existence makes do you typically in your own private listening on your own time, do you listen to a lot of music that sounds like the band, or is Torn from Existence almost like a location or a place that you go to and function in, and then on the way home from practice you're listening to Tanya Tucker,
I wouldn't go that far, but
there's definitely a little bit of that going on.
Kyle and I famously in our band back in New Jersey, we're Pathos and Logos.
We are.
I'm over caffeinated. We used to play in a band called We All Have Day Jobs back in New Jersey. And
did you work at Existence Corp?
Right.
We dressed up like we
We did.
worked
We
at
would wear
Existence Corp.
suits and shit. But we would play a super heavy set with our buddy Max from currently of O'Dwyer. Shout to Max.
What
shout
up,
to
buddy?
O'Dwyer. And then drive home and listen to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You decompress with different music.
I listen to a lot of Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Enya.
Enya, well done. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I played Peg last night at the jazz gig, dude. Oh, actually, and also Home at Last. We did this. We played the song Home at Last night in this little trio that I was playing with. What about you, man? What are you listening to on the ride home after the gig, dude?
Man, I listen to some doom metal, like Pentagram. I like Trouble, bands like that. It's kind of very riff heavy, but kind of slower. I get so much fast stuff and so much heavy stuff that so it's still metal, but maybe kind of slower stuff sometimes.
Slow the tape volume.
And actually, I like the guitar. I miss the Guitar Hero era, I saw Zakk Wylde last night, so I'm glad that's back. So I like a lot of the 80s bands, too, Docking with George Lynch, because I like his playing.
Oh, yeah.
Rat, Warren DeMartini, because I like his playing. I kind of miss the entire Guitar Hero element that we had back in the 80s, so I kind of try to bring a little bit of that back, too.
Yeah. It's
But over much better music, if I might say so.
What's
And Dawkins?
No,
Oh.
Torn from Existence, I like that much better than
Dawkins was my
Dawkins.
first concert.
No shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't remember fucking shit from it.
But
I was a
technically,
child.
you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
You were a dream warrior.
I saw adults in tight pants and titties.
And it was
And then
it
you
was
wanted to be a
rap
rock
since
star.
then, dude.
Yeah.
Just
I was like, this shit sucks. I need to listen to something.
I'm going to
way
play
heavier
double bass.
than
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Right.
What the fuck is this?
yeah. If it's not 16ths at 2:35, I don't want it. Dude.
Get me out of here.
That's a
Get
good.
me out of
That's a good segue, though. What was your first concert?
Yours.
Oh, Aerosmith and the Black Crowes in '89.
Oh, no shit. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my first concert was Rick Springfield.
Yeah!
My dad took me to go see Rick Springfield on the Working Class Dog Tour.
Hard.
So I saw Rick Springfield. Then my second concert was Styx on the Kilroy Was Here tour.
Oh man.
Then my third concert was Billy Squier with Rat opening. So Rat on their first tour, and then Billy Squier on the Emotions tour. So those were my first three concerts that my dad took me to.
That's cool,
when I was a
dude.
kid.
So to prove how balls deep I went into metal, it was Dawkin, and then my second was immediately Unearth, Norma Jean, Scars of Tomorrow, and Atreyu.
Nice.
So it was,
Immediate, dude.
yeah, I was like, that shit sucked. Let's go to this. This shit also sucks, but it's a different suck that I like.
My-
It was
This
more
shit's
gradual
dumb
for me.
suck.
yeah, my second show was Poison, Warrant, and Firehouse.
That-
But then,
Firehouse, wow.
then Slayer.
Yes.
So I was getting on the right track.
But with me, it was more like has stuff that's like I'm a lot older. And that's another thing that's interesting about this band. We have a pretty wide age span within the
There
band
you go.
itself.
Yeah, like 36
But,
to 55.
like I was just kind of like looking for the next heaviest thing.
Sure.
So like I'd be listening to like the Who and like Led Zeppelin, and then like Motley Crue came out, Shot the Devil, and I was like, okay, that's a pretty heavy record, and then Metallica came out, and then it's kind of like,
Yes,
goodbye.
indeed.
But yeah, I kind of just gradually got heavier and heavier. So
So then, would you say that it's a fair statement that from like different age ranges, different eras and kinds of bands, does all of that source material that you guys just cited make its way into Torn from Existence in one way or another?
It has to, yeah. I mean, I don't.
Yes.
You can't separate that from
I
who
guess
we
you
all
can't.
are. No.
You can't deliberately excise
Yeah.
influence. It's just all in.
Yeah, if I'm thinking a keyboard part has a tiny bit of Deep Purple in it, but it, you would only know if I pointed it out or something. Because it
Right,
wouldn't
right,
be very apparent because it's just sneaking in as an influence or something like that.
Yeah.
But it just gives this band a unique chemistry that
Yes,
we all
it does.
have kind of different, musical backgrounds, and we all kind of converge and create what we've created. And
I love it. I love it.
Well, what do you guys have on the calendar for 2026?
so the next thing that we're doing, well, like I said, we're working on the second album right now. That's in process. That's the focus, going on in the background the entire time. until
What's
it's
the name
done.
of the album? Can we say it?
The name of the album tentatively will be titled "Annihilate Everything," because on this album we plan to annihilate everything.
Fucking yes.
Okay.
And
Got it. Okay.
so we have that going on. Our next show we're playing in Northern California. Before I lived here, well, I lived in Oregon for 6 years before I lived here also, but where I lived for a greater part of my adult life was in Oakland, so I have a decent amount of friends there.
Okay.
So we're going back to the Bay Area to play a show this month, actually, another flag gig on
Hell
March
yeah.
28th. Then after that, we're playing up here.
But that show is interesting because it's a battle of the bands to go to Wacken. If you win,
Oh, shit,
you get to
son.
play the Wacken
Okay.
Festival in Germany. So there's
is
a bit
that
of a
all?
reason. There's a bit of a reason we're flying out there
Yeah.
to California, not just to see Dave's old homies.
I'm just
but,
going there to see my old homie.
yeah, he's going to see his own. Hey, if we win, it's a bonus. But we are going to see Dave's homies apparently. So.
That would be
If
fucking
we
rad,
win, we get to
though.
go play Wacken. And I know it's a legit thing because my homies in Cleveland in the band Soulless actually won their year many years ago and got
People
to go play
really do
Wacken.
win.
So
Yeah,
it's a
people
real
really.
thing.
Shout out to the boys in Eyes of the Living because I think they did the same thing when we met them out.
That's right.
Yeah, they had won a Wacken battle and got to go and
yeah.
said it was fucking
So
amazing.
this is the first show, and then you have to win this one, and then there's another one. So
okay.
we're not counting any chickens right now.
I think you do regionals first,
Right.
and then it like goes to nationals and stuff like that. Right?
So we'll see.
That's so
We'll see what
sick.
happens, but
get-
and it's win it.
I was about to say, I get the overwhelming impression from what you guys are saying that no matter how it shakes out, of course, best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
for that.
But just like, what a sick thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's just going to be so sick.
Yeah, I was like, do tell more about this show because it's significant.
Yeah.
So, and then we do have a show up this way.
That is
Coming up.
on April 25th with Dragoria.
Yeah.
At the Moxie.
Yep.
So
Our boys.
Okay,
I
fuck
know,
yeah.
that. I know you guys are friends with
I,
Ron.
I,
sir.
I hope
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you all there, and we need to meet more people up this
We'll
way.
be there.
Awesome.
We'll be there.
Dragoria's awesome. I saw them recently at the Federal a couple weeks ago. Was it a couple weeks ago? They're really good. They have a new singer. The new singer's adding a lot of energy to the band.
That's right.
Yeah, they were
Victor.
really great.
We actually had Alex and Victor on. I think
Their episode is coming out this week.
this week, yeah, the week that we're
All right,
shooting
we'll
this,
check
their
it out.
episode will be on. Yo, watch that episode. We're having just as much fun for that episode as we're having here.
Dragoria fucking rules.
Yeah, we had so much fun on that episode.
If we are Denver's Dimmu Borgir, then they are Denver's Anthrax. You remind me of like old school Anthrax.
Yeah,
Cool.
I actually talked to Ron about that specifically. I was like, yo, dude, you're kind of nailing the Anthrax Testament kind of like crossover there. And he's like, thank you, that's exactly what I was going for,
they
but
do
more in a
thrash
wrong
well.
way.
They sure
cool.
do. Dude.
Okay.
And I think it's because Ron's been around. Ron knows what's up with thrash. For
thrash,
sure.
dude. But their breed, their particular species, is like a thrash band going through a werewolf transformation.
Yeah.
That's what I always think of.
Okay.
It's not just straight thrash. There's death in there too, dude.
Okay.
They
If
have
only
kind of the
in
H
sprinkles.
band going on too in their band with Alex being Ron's son and everything.
That's right.
Yeah. It's really
Legacy,
cool.
baby.
Yep.
That's how it is.
Dude, I always think that whenever I'm talking to Alex, I'm like, when I played in my first band in fucking middle school, I played with your dad. Like, my band played with, I'm blanking out on the name of the, Mandrake.
Oh, yeah,
that's
the
right.
Mandrake. I remember
back in the day.
Mandrake.
From that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, we played with Mandrake all the time. And he was like, yeah, I know. It's just, like, okay, we're going way back. Dating ourselves for sure.
Old 2000s metal.
Exactly. Yeah, that was about basically year 2000, probably 1999 even, maybe even 2001. Back in the Immortal Dominion days even. That one's going back. Shout
Silencer.
out to going way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cerberus. And,
Yep. Thurocult, wasn't that?
yeah, Throw Cult. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan's band.
Yeah. I got here kind of on the tail end of that era.
The
When I
other
moved
band
out
that I
here
was
from
saying, I
Cleveland.
was going to throw out Truth, Dead Speak.
Oh,
With
Dead
the-
Speak. Yeah.
I think
Than was in my tattoo artist. Shout out to Than.
the shout out. Now, are they still associated with Ernie November up in Wyoming?
I don't even. Are they still active?
I don't know.
I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. Yeah, because
No.
we're going back 20
Yeah,
plus
yeah,
years.
yeah.
now.
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew. No, they are. Yeah, I mean they were active until. Oh gosh, yeah, the mid 2000s. But I don't know if they've
They
done
were
anything sooner
heavy
than that.
as
Yeah.
fuck, bro.
Yeah, I think. What's her face in the band too? Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? She's like a pinball champion.
Hey, that's nice work if you can get it.
Yeah, and I'm blanking. Oh, it begins with a C. Oh gosh. Anyway, she was in Dead Speak too. Yeah.
Well, guys, we're at that point in the episode where we got to wrap it up. Why don't you let everybody know where they can find you on social medias? You guys got a website?
tornfromexistenceofficial.com. Then you can find us on the old Book of Face and the IG, Torn From Existence.
Bandcamp, Spotify.
That's right.
I think pretty much every streaming service. Amazon.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yep.
We're all over that stuff.
We're out there.
There you go.
Can I hold our album up?
Anywhere
Hold that.
existence is sold.
Well stated, madam. Well, guys, thank you again for coming on. And I will say the final lines that we say on every show: glory to the order, eat it on the border, vision of disorder.
All right.
That's what I say too.